Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to another lively conversation with me, Paulette Rees-Denis. And yes, I have a little bit of a hoarse voice today. Kind of sexy, huh? It's so funny. I was camping this weekend and it was really cold and I caught a little cold. But I'm here and I'm feeling good and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm burning a little Palo Santo for us today, as I love to create this sacred space, even if it's just for a few minutes or 20 minutes, however long this lively conversation lasts with you. I love having these conversations with you all, my friends. And when you come in, let me know you're here. Let me know where you're from, and I love your participation. So just give yourself this time, give yourself this space just to have this conversation with me, to listen to some of the things I have to bring to you, and create a little sacred space for yourself today. Just breathe that in. Let go of the things you don't need. Let go of the things you don't need. Start your day, beginning of your week, off with some beautiful thoughts about you, about your body as your temple. Your body as your temple, and that equals the temple of love. That's right. All right, let me put that away. I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. Love it. Palo Santo. Neg Champa is also another one of my favorite fragrances in incenses and burning and oils. I don't use them as often as I used to, but I do like to create an atmosphere, create a space, right? And bring it in and make it yours. Again, like I said, even if it's just for, 5 minutes or 20 minutes, allow yourself this time to turn off the outside world. And you got your journals perhaps, because I always ask you questions to journal about. So good. So, and if you are new to me today, I am your transformational lifestyle coach, creative coach. I work with creative women who are on the verge of becoming something new, something different. And I help you rewrite your story and step into your creative zone of genius, step into your abundance. And I bring the practical in with the woo, because we need structure as well as we need spiritual connection. Right? Right. So, oh, good. Hello. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. So, today, again, we're talking about your body as your temple. And that equals your temple of love. Because so often we take these bodies for granted, right? How about that? Raise your hand if you think that's you. Sometimes we take these bodies for granted, and sometimes we don't allow ourselves to step into the love we can give ourselves, the pleasure we can give ourselves. Pleasure on every level. I'm talking spiritual pleasure, physical pleasure, emotional pleasure. And I see so many women, especially as we get older, let themselves go. Don't take care of themselves. Don't eat right. Don't move their bodies. Remember, movement creates momentum, creates magic. Living with your everyday magic. Bodies are fragile, right? And sometimes we think we are incredibly resilient, and we can be resilient if we step into that mindset. How often have you heard an older woman say, oh, aging sucks, getting older sucks? Maybe that's you. Well, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to suck. And it is here to be glorious. And as we step into our older selves, whether you're in your 30s or your 40s or your 50s or your 60s or your 70s, as you step into your older self, creating the body that feels so good to be in and so good to take care of. And there's so many things you can do holistically, naturally, instead of falling into what the doctor says or just falling into apathy about your body. Instead of getting up and moving, you sit on the couch. But why wouldn't you want to step into the pleasure of your life? The abundance of your life? To live with everyday magic, to bring that joy into your body, to let your body express its joy through movement, through dance, through creative arts, through cooking, through walking, whatever it is that just turns your crank, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, right? Yes. Again, we can be split open. We can be bruised. We can be injured. We can get confused. We can get crunched. Only you have the power to bring yourself out of that. You get to make the choice on how you want to feel, on how you want to live, and how you want to move forward. So that you can live your life full of beauty and pleasure and prosperity and joy, and move with ease, move with passion. So again, think of this body as temple. So if you think of yourself as a temple, what would you give yourself? Or how would you treat yourself? Or where would you take yourself? What would you wear? How would you pray to yourself? How would you honor yourself? Those are all great journaling prompts. Did you get that? So think about this. How would you honor yourself if you were a temple? You are a temple. So how would you honor yourself? Journaling question. Okay, so think about that. How would you honor yourself as a temple? Instead of living in fear of growing older or fear of change, how would you step into this beautiful temple? With reverence, with sacredness, with openness, with connection. Connection is a big word. So how do you connect with yourself? Or do you? So think about that. How do you connect with yourself? Another journaling prompt, my friends. So, God, there's so many ways, you can sit in meditation. Very important. You can move in meditation. You can look in the mirror and have a conversation with yourself. You can sit down and journal and connect with your innermost thoughts being expressing. Now, if you have spent any time with me, you know that I'm all about journaling and writing. And I have a journaling class coming up this Saturday, my once a month Beyond the Ordinary, journaling from the body to the page. So we do connect with ourselves, our head, our body, through the body to the page. So think about that when you're journaling, through the body to the page. And if you'd like to come and spend 2 hours with me Saturday morning, I'll put the link down below. Once a month, it's going to happen all summer. Excuse me. Let me get a sip. But think about how you connect with yourself. Maybe you go to a dance class. Maybe you go for a run. To connect with yourself, by yourself, with yourself, talking to yourself. So good. So instead of living in fear of growing older or fear of connection, step into your vulnerability. Step into that beautiful place of expansion, of opening up, of curiosity. I love that word. I love the idea of being curious. And what does that mean to you? What does being curious look like for you? What are you curious about? So when you treat your body as your temple is love. And does that make your heart just expand, explode with possibilities, with connections, with desire? And allow yourself to bring in pleasure. Because pleasure fuels us. It fuels our bodies. It fuels like every aspect of our body. We are here to live a good life. We are here to feel good. Again, you have the choice. Remember that. You are the only one who has the choice. Not your mate, not your friend, not your doctor. You get to decide how you want to fuel yourself, how you want to live, how you want to treat this body. Whether that be joining a gym or going to a dance class or a meditation class or doing something for yourself. So let me ask you this. What can you do this week to honor yourself? And maybe it's something you've been doing, or maybe it's something you've been wanting to do. What can you bring in to bring more reverence to your body? Maybe it's eating healthier. Maybe it's drinking less alcohol. Or maybe it's walking every morning. Maybe it's losing 20 pounds. You cannot take this body for granted. This is the only thing we have. Yes, we might have a house. Yes, we might have food. But this is it, baby. This is all you got. This is my temple. I come inside to pray. I come inside to ask for guidance, to connect with Source or Spirit or Guide or God, wherever your connection is with that, so that I can live a beautiful, full life. Okay, so good. All right, I'm going to pull a card for us. How is this hitting you, you guys? Do you have any comments or questions? I see you here. I always make you quiet because I'm making you think, and I'm making you write. I hope you are journaling. And I'd love you to share what you're journaling. Sometimes I get very talkative people, and sometimes everybody's just listening. And that's okay. But that's why I'm here with you every week. Sometimes these things are going on in my life, and sometimes I see these things with my clients as your coach. And by the way, if any of you are needing coaching for the summer, I have a 3-month package that's just so good and so juicy to help you grow and expand into this idea of your body as temple, this idea of bringing in more pleasure, to live in your abundance. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So I'm using the Wild Woman Rising deck. You see that, everybody? Okay. And I want you to think about what it is you can do this week to treat yourself better, to step into your temple. Okay, you ready? You ready? Ready? Now, we had this last week. Wow, that's saying something. Prowl with confidence. Everybody see that? I know it gets a little glary with my lights, but prowl with confidence. Look at this beautiful woman and creature that she's with. Prowl. Prowl is kind of like to explore, right? To step lightly, perhaps. To step lightly. And let me read again. Wow. I'm writing this down. I hope you're writing it down in your journal too. Okay, there's a beauty in confidence, and one of the ways to embody it is to allow yourself to be fully seen exactly as you are. What makes us vulnerable is often what gives us strength and vitality. Okay, see what we were just talking about, stepping into your vulnerability, to be seen, to be heard, to ask for what you want. What makes you different, weird, awkward, flawed is what makes you uniquely beautiful. Own and embody your vulnerability and then prowl through life. Knowing nothing can shame you if you already own it. When we claim all of ourselves, and that's what I'm talking about, claiming our bodies as our temples, blemishes and blunders also within yourself. Confidence arises from the center, and that's that connection. It's bringing that honor into yourself. Wild woman rises. Wow, I think that's very profound, and we got that twice. All right, my friends, I hope you take some of this in, journal out some of those questions I asked you. I would love you to join my Saturday class this Saturday on Zoom from 9 to 11 a.m. on Pacific time on Zoom for 2 hours of writing, of journaling, of questioning, and also of sharing, listening to each other, which is so beautiful in circle, even though it's a virtual circle. It's very powerful and very profound and very magical and very poetic. And you don't have to have any writing experience to join us, or you can. Anyway, I'll put the link below. I would love to see you. It happens once a month. So it's this Saturday, June 10th, and then we go into July and then into August. Just once a month for 2 hours to get your juices flowing. I hope this talk today has got your juices flowing. I hope you step into your beautiful temple, honor yourself, live the life that you deserve and desire. And thank you for being here with me. Let me know how I can assist you, how I can help guide you, and what you think of these talks. All right? Until we meet again, many blessings.